welcome to paradise. Aiea, Hawaii, just outside of Honolulu and the home of the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. A tremendous setting and a spectacular game that we have in store. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the UCLA Bruins. The Rainbow Warriors will kick it away first. Fielded in the end zone, it's Gilmore. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bruins offense will get the first swing of the game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see...
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you could tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
After getting nothing done on the last one, this is a big play, 2nd and long from the 11. Looking downfield, it's Garber, using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And the Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Look, as an offense, we're always going to take completions over incompletions and interceptions. So the offense, they're able to make that 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but honestly, not that much.
That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Feeling some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
And off to Jones. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. I'm not positive, but that 1st down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. A strike downfield. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. The Bruins will send out the punt unit. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. The Rainbow Warriors offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
1st and 10 from their own 17. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got the tight end. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there. You know, we joked that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good physicals most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Gets it out fast. That play won't make the highlight reel, except in the coaches' meetings as he works his way to the 39.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off either, or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Shager. Quick strike complete. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set, why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. They're about to snap it for the 9th play on this drive, and they need a yard on 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Grab near the marker. It's Sims. Finally run out of bounds, but he has his offense rolling with a first down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. They're looking to pass from the red zone. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Hawaii.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Gilmore. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And the Bruins headed quickly to the line. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Tackle is made after the first down.
Yeah, a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
3rd and short, I have no problem with RPO because I can run it or I can throw if I see something open. Maybe he should have ran that one. You got 2 downs possibly to still try to make it happen, but he definitely didn't throw an accurate ball.
Perhaps feeling that coverage coming, signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
On a sweet spin, and he's free. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The execution on that screen pass is one that will go in a coaching play.
Nice execution on the screen. Allow the rush to come upfield. Now I release, get the ball to the running back. I got my playmaker in space. Nice chunk yardage play right there by the offense.
That's a bang-bang play, three-step slant. They rep this over and over in practice so they can go out and execute it on game day like that.
From the gun, give on the inside. He's knocked down at the 34, but they're sort of hitting them in the mouth with a 6-yard pickup there. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll run play action. Right down the middle. He's got it. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Direct snap. And makes his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Here he comes with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Back at it to open the quarter with this first down play. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
After the incompletion on 2nd down, it's 3rd and inches.
Man, the defense is alert, and I'll give them credit. They did their study. They knew down and distance and tendencies coming into this one. And with 2nd and short, they knew we're playing this kind of coverage. This team might take a shot on us. They were ready in the back end.
And the Bruins will call on their punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. What a terrible, terrible shame. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that up to touchdown.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football. They've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns. Your offense has got nothing going. Still early in the game. Get a stop.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this defense had some matchups they felt really good about up front, and they won one right there. Getting to the quarterback, creating a negative play, and they're going to need these guys to start winning more of those because they are finding themselves in a hole here early in the game.
Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Got his man downfield. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And they're coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
The Rainbow Warriors will bring the punt team onto the field.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've stumbled a little bit out of the gate here, Jesse, finding themselves down by 2 scores.
Yeah, and their defense needs to help them out and get off the field, get them some more possessions. This offense didn't spend a lot of time on the field in the first quarter, David. I think they got to run the ball here and try to establish some rhythm.
They got to establish something. And you're right. You'll wear your defense out. Continue. You keep getting the football back to them, to the other offense. You're wearing your defense out, and you'll have no shot to get back in this game.
First down here for the offense. He'll try the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, he did everything he could to try to avoid all those defenders, but at the end, it's still a negative play. Tackle for loss.
One defender, then the next one. The blitzing guy got a shot at him. Everybody had a shot. It took a while to get him down.
Yeah, great effort by that defense, not quitting on the play.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Off he goes. Inside the 30. The 10. Touchdown, UCLA. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football. Make your plays. Put a good drive together here.
Rumbles ahead for a pickup of 5 to the 29. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Yeah, you start day 1 of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. Not sexy, not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
He's still on the 35-yard line after that incompletion. Here comes 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Back to pass, it's Shager. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. And he doesn't quite get the score. Ridden out of bounds at the 3. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. The Rainbow Warriors will hustle to the line. Powers forward. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. They marched 78 yards down the field, and they capped it off with a 1-yard punt. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw a pick if you're the quarterback here. You've got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Afterburner's coming. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bruins!
Man, I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Back to pass, it's Shager. Trying to beat the DD. Snags it down the right side. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. New set of downs after that completion. Looking to go up top on first down. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Bruins will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third quarter.
Well, and I think defensively, you understand, like the running game isn't a big part of the plan. I wonder how they adjust and play more coverage to this pass-happy offense.
Yeah, so you're going to have to be ready if you're a quarterback, then. You're probably going to see some different coverages. You might see a little bit more blitz in the second half as well, so you have to know where your answers are.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. And the Rainbow Warriors will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Caught near the sticks. It's Sturdivant. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. And the Bruins want to crank the tempo. The give from the gun. Nice move to pick up yardage. That run epitomizes a veteran, savvy senior who knows how to find space. To the air on first down. He's got his man. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get...
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, UCLA.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
The returner will field it and try to do some business. Makes a move. They bring him down, but not before a really good return sets up this offense in solid field position. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. To the air, it's Shager. Now adjusting. He'll turn it loose out to the right. Grabs it inside the 10. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10.
This is one of those plays where when the defensive backs come back to the huddle, they give you an earful. Is anybody going to get to the quarterback? Can anybody?
Touchdown, Warrior! And that one will give him the lead. And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry up. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on 3rd down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
And he's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
Running back goes in motion. Back to the air one more time. Grabbed in the middle, it's Sturdivant. Hey, that's a live ball. Oh, the fumble and the defense got it.
Now, this is a receiving group that practices making catches in traffic, and they're used to having guys trying to rip it free. He's got to do a better job of keeping 5 points of pressure after he makes the catch. That's a costly giveaway.
The Hawaii offense returns to the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Shager. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Oh, what a move. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible. And sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of it.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. It is plays like that that'll let you pile up some serious passing yards.
What an effort. I mean, the layout to be able to catch the football, keep it off the ground. Nice job by this receiver, and that's why this quarterback's had a day. Guys making plays all over the field.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Quickly complete. Oh, just left him flailing. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking downfield, it's Shager. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
Man, you've given up this drive. They've come down the field, and you had such an opportunity to get the pick and close the door and shut down the drive and not give up points. That's a big missed opportunity for this defense.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Rainbow Warriors will line up to punt it away. And the punt team gets down there and touches it dead. That's where they'll put it in play.
And it's a great punt. Obviously, it gives himself time to let his guys get down the field, get in position. Remember, don't let that thing cross the goal line. Try to keep it inside the 10. Nice job down in the football, setting your defense up for great field position.
And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Fires to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo.
So difficult, because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's block and run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. The Bruins are moving quickly down the field. They'll try to pop the draw. And after a very short pickup on that run, we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the 3rd quarter stats. Finds his tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the run. Dances away from one. That's why they love to feed this senior running back. He'll find those extra yards. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
Well, for him not to hand that ball off on the RPO, the quarterback obviously saw something he liked there in the left flat, but it wasn't open. And as a result, it's an incompletion.
He's got an open man. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down.
Well, we knew this quarterback could put up some monster numbers. He is putting on a clinic in this game. He now has over 400 yards.
A shot toward the end zone, and it's caught. Touchdown, Bruins. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding, pounding, pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. Man, David, that last drive, an exercise in frustration, just couldn't pay it off with a score.
Yeah, and I think this defense is riding the bend but don't break philosophy. Don't give up explosive plays. This offense, Jesse, has to find a way to manufacture some big plays and some scoring opportunities.
Man, I don't know if they're going to win, David, if they have to keep driving 8, 10, 12 plays. You're right. You got to find chunk plays somewhere. So identify the guys that can score touchdowns and get them the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Now they'll run the draw. Fights off a defender.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Wants to throw. It's Shager. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
That's a throw the quarterback would like to have back. He forced that one into double coverage. That means somebody else was wide open. The quarterback really needs to be better moving forward, working through his progressions.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incomplete.
Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And he's bounced out of bounds, but not before a very productive gain.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On fourth down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver or tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first downs.
Running back searching for a hole. Showing off the arms. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. Here we go. Third down and 1. Let's see what you're made of. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. Couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
They'll leave it with him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in a position to win.
Defense calls a quick timeout there. Perhaps a little confusion about what call they were in. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. To throw, it's Shager. Touchdown, Hawaii! They move on top here in the fourth.
Who can you count on those big moments? Who can make those big plays? Who do you trust? And they trust the receiver to run a go and to run right by the DB. He makes the play, breaks the tie, takes the lead for this football team.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilmore. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Quick completion on the out route. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to move it through the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Pulls it in on the left. Touchdown, UCLA. Made the grab and finished the deal in the end zone.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do, just like practice. Knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do, so tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. To the air, it's Shager. Fires left. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's first and 10. He's going to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
And a running back who can take a dump-off pass like that and take it for a gain, that can really be a quarterback's best friend. It's an easy way to rack up touches, but also get the ball to a playmaker in open space.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make. And I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Fires to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And the Rainbow Warriors will line it up on first and 10. It's a draw. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's second and 3. Looking for a gap. It's Vaughn. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
It is a nerve-wracking feeling as a football player when the game comes down to your kicker. And he has to come through. And Palmer, he comes through with flying colors.
And you know in college football, no field goal is automatic. But there's no college kicker situation here. He drills that right through the uprights. And David, it looks like his team's getting the dub.
And he's going to try to return this one. Strikes the blow. No more room to run. They make the tackle right there, and the clock is at 0, and that's how this one will end. Guys, that one was a ton of fun to call, and the players, a lot of games sort of wash away in the memory bank. Not that one. That will be an indelible mark in their memories.
I agree, Reese. I think back to my career at Florida, and just the games that stand out the most were always the ones that went down to the wire, whether we lost or whether we won. For this team, this is going to be a good memory moving forward, David, because of how well they played late.
Did you lose more of those or win more of those? I'm just asking for a friend. Tennessee, what happened? Hey, yeah, it's big-time clubs, right? These are the ones that define your seasons, define your careers, and the ones you never forget, those heartbreakers that come down to the last play.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.